McLeod, do you get a chance to give feedback to teachers?
We have a lot of chances. Before the lesson ends, the teacher will always ask, is there anything you would like to add or anything you're a bit like having trouble with? But there's also, we have meetings with SRCs and where we can take anything up to governing council and see if it will be moved or not. So there's a lot of different ways we could be heard in our school.
Okay, who runs your school?
Well, the principal, Miss Loads, and...
Good, correct answer, yeah. but who do you think owns the school then? Broaden the question out. Who's got a stake in the way the school operates?
Well, the SRCs have a big chance, and the prefects, but I think most of it will go to the students, because if they want something changed, they'll bring it to the SRCs, and most of the times it gets approved.
Yeah. And certainly when I was at Worsden, I had that very strong impression that it was a co-owned school, really. Yeah. Lucy, feedback?
I'm actually really glad you asked that question because it gives me an opportunity to talk not just about specific teachers that have been important in my life, but also about the innovative measures that we actually take as a whole school community. So I particularly get to see a lot of that going on as a prefect. But we actually have a thing called the student survey. So every year a survey goes out to the 1,400 students at our school to say, what do you think is the most important thing that happens in the classroom? What do you think is the most important characteristic of a teacher? How is all of the technology being successfully used in the school? And all of those kinds of questions. And then you would think that then this information would be taken by the teachers and they would interpret it, and then they would say, okay, well we need to do this and this and this. But as it is a student survey, it is student owned. So one of the more difficult tasks that I got the delight of working on this year was actually going through the data from the, I think, 3 or 4 years that we've done the survey and making graphs and then presenting that to the entire staff of the school with the other students. So I think that yes, we definitely get to give the teachers some kind of helpful hints of what we would like them to do perhaps differently.
Okay. Thomas?
At Burwood High School we're able to go to our teachers anytime, because remember we got 7 in the same area at once. And
not everyone might understand how that can happen. You get 7 teachers in the same area?
Yep.
With how many students?
120 students.
Okay, so it's not a class as
No.
we might think of it. No, okay, go on.
We had a unit that was, well, it wasn't the most popular last year, and that was more modified because the students gave the feedback, mainly negative, because it was a bit rushed, the unit, and it was all moving way too quickly. But yeah, we're able to give feedback anytime we want, anytime we can, about any unit or way we do stuff.